Would throw here, stands back near his own end zone, fires it out, and Huber's got it! He's out past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40, he could go all the way! Oh my goodness! This is... So we must have had Ellie Meyer the previous one, so Abby Haig tournament. Now here is a pitch, Snidey gets it, he'll go down in the backfield! Oh! So Francisco Rodriguez will take the corner kick, bending it in, a header and a goal! Chances for the team taking the corner. This one is bent in, a header, and it's off the goal post and in! And the Cardinals. Marty. Now a play in the middle, again pushed over. Monticello getting a little tentative here. Schlichting will down it. Here comes St. Cloud getting behind the defense here. Longnecker trying to make the shot. Lewis is battling Recklin Ellingson, and here's a shot. Outlet ahead. Gavin Roderick on the front time. Now we've got a runner. That doesn't go. Brown with the defensive rebound. Outlet back, a 2-on-1. Nice hit from it. Up the right side. He's got room. Takes the shot. Save made. Rebound. Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School and Alexandria boys basketball play-by-play. The Cardinals coming off a win last night against St. Cloud Apollo, getting set to face Section 8 Class 4A rival Elk River. First time in many years that Elk River and Alexandria play boys basketball. The Elks are presently at 2-1 on the year, Alexandria at 3-1. Again, we'll keep our Juettner Motors pregame show fairly short because we're within 10 minutes of the start of this afternoon's boys basketball matchup. Elk River's 2 wins have come against section rivals this year with victories against St. Michael Albertville and against Rogers. Russ Henricks will be along with me in our next set. We're going to take a break along our Leighton Media platforms, and right now we'll enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building. Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Food.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Schedule today, we were excited for the boys to get a chance to play each other. You know, in basketball, we've always played them in football. So unfortunately, some injuries have, you know, maybe put a damper on that. But still, Elk River's a really good program. We've been playing a lot of this senior group in travel basketball since we were in fourth grade. So, and then their coach Ryan, Levi's stepdad, is a great guy, and we spent a lot of time with him over the last few years in AAU basketball. So it's going to be fun. Two teams that are now section rivals. So, you know, this is another good test here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Alexandria coming off a win last night against St. Cloud Apollo, knocking the Apollo Eagles from the ranks of the undefeated. So the Cardinals are going to try to go back-to-back. Now Monticello, the visiting team in the girls basketball game, was trying to post victories on back-to-back days, and the Magic were not able to do that as Alexandria won by 17 in the girls basketball matchup over Monticello. Elk River and Alexandria just moments away from starting the varsity boys basketball game. Our thanks to Juettner Motors for presenting our pregame show. Again, a big thank you to all of the other boosters of our Cardinal sports programming. One more break, and then we will return. We'll have a lineup introduction and the play-by-play of Cardinal boys basketball, Alexandria versus Elk River. Now these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria. Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
We will not have a national anthem before the start of this game because it is the second of the 2 games. So we will just go into the lineup introductions. Again, our lineups being brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. First of all, for the visiting Elk River Elks, they are without the services today of senior Levi Harris, who is one of the captains of the Elk River boys basketball team. But they will have on the court today, in the backcourt, 6'2" senior Chase Sheldon. He'll be joined by 6'2" junior guard David Balasidia and 6'2" senior Henry Rosenthal. Also on the court, on the inside, 6'6" senior Dominic Webster. He could be a 4 or a 5 for the Elk River Elks. And then Brody Thompson, a 6'2" senior, will be in the starting lineup for Elk River. The head coach is Ryan Servati for the Elk River High School boys basketball team in his 7th season at the helm. Here's the Alamere Health starting lineup for the host Alexandria Cardinals. The backcourt will include senior Mason Witt, one of the captains for Alexandria. He'll be joined by senior Miles Gray as a forward. Grady Starzl will be a forward/center. He is a junior. Thomas Hendricks in the backcourt. I guess he could be a guard forward for Alexandria, a senior for Alexandria, and then Gavin Roderick in the backcourt, also an upperclassman for Alexandria. The Cardinals are coached by Forrest Witt. Alexandria's overall record now stands at 3-1, following the 11-point win over St. Cloud Apollo last night. That includes a 3-0 mark in the Central Lakes Conference. Elk River 1-1 in the Northwest Suburban Conference and a 2-1 overall. I believe Elk River plays everybody one time in the Northwest Suburban, and then there are selected opponents that they go home and away. Rogers is one of those conference teams that they play 2 times during the winter season. Similar to what we had earlier today when Monticello and Alexandria played basketball, both team school colors are very similar, red and black. The Alexandria Cardinals will be wearing the red jerseys, red shorts with the silver-tinged numerals and silver and black trim. Elk River, the visiting team, will be wearing the white jerseys with the black and red trim. The word Elks on the front of the Elk River uniform and the red numerals on the back. Elk River will flow left to right in this first half of play. So as you're watching on the YouTube channel, Alexandria will be defending the basket to our right. Grady Starzl getting set to jump at center against Dominic Webster, and the possession belongs to the Elk River Elks. And Alexandria looking to trap right away, and that's going to lead to a turnover. Thomas Hendricks gets it into the backcourt. He'll get it to Gavin Roderick, but his shot goes over the rim. David Balasidia gets the defensive rebound for Elk River. Now here is a drive to the basket shot by Rosenthal, doesn't go, but Brody Thompson rebounds. Now back out to Chase Sheldon. Now to Balasidia, to Webster, then inside, and the ball gets tapped out by Miles Gray. It will belong to Elk River.
Yeah, Cardinals come on their traditional 1-2-2. Just working to create some turnovers, trapping at the top there.
Pass comes in, and Dominic Webster works his way into the low center of the lane down low, and he gets his short jumper to go, and it's 2-0 for the Elks. Now Elk River looking to show some pressure as Mason Witt will get the ball across, and it's intercepted. Elk River coming the other way, and a contested shot doesn't go for Elk River. Grady Starzl with the defensive rebound. Outlet ahead, Hendricks had it, and then he was nearly out of bounds, tried to flip it to a teammate, and it's turned over. So Elk River with a 2-0 lead and the basketball. Chase Sheldon has it out front for the Elks. Now around to David Balasidia. Then it goes to Webster, about 12, 13 feet away from the basket, backing in against Starzl. Webster will kick it out. It goes to Rosenthal. Rosenthal underneath, then back out. Balasidia has it, down to 5 on the shot clock. Webster looking to drive. Had the ball knocked away. His fadeaway is up off the back rim. Defensive rebound for the Cardinals, Mason Witt. Now ahead, and the shot doesn't go. And a defensive rebound for Dominic Webster. So it's still 2-0 Elk River, nearly 2 minutes gone by in the opening half. Right side, Brody Thompson has it, now to Balasidia. And further out. Rosenthal was touched, then it goes around into Webster. Oh my, defender goes to the floor. That was Thomas Hendricks. No foul called. The missed shot, and then Alexandria will convert at the other end as Grady Starzl will score. Gavin Roderick was able to set that up by getting the defensive rebound.
Yeah, nice job there by the Cardinals, and Tom had the task there of trying to guard Dom, and Dom's a big guy. We've been trying to, guard him, and he's been kind of that size since he was young, and so Tom's just working hard in there trying to draw the turnover.
Now ball gets tipped. Webster's able to get it to Rosenthal, now to Balasidia. Then across inside, out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on the Elks. Second one of the afternoon. Elk River is going to go to the bench as Dominic Webster will check out. believe Jackson Bowl will be in for the first time today. Alexandria 2, Elk River 2 in varsity boys basketball in the first half. Now Mason Witt being trapped, gets the ball to Grady Starzl. Then Witt has it. He'll take the three-pointer and rattle it home.
Yeah, the Elks are trying to trap Mason there at the top and with a quick, trying to get the ball out of his hands. And so we just got a flash, and then there's going to be an open man naturally there.
5-2, Alexandria now in front for the first time today after the Mason Witt triple. Valicidia has it. Now it's going to come toward Brody Thompson. Then he'll get it off to Rosenthal, then to Thompson. Picks his dribble up. Now it's to Henry Rosenthal. Further out now to Chase Sheldon. Then around to the baseline. Jumper doesn't go. Offensive rebound, and a follow-up is good. And that basket, I believe, will be scored by Henry Rosenthal on the putback. 5-4 now in favor of Alexandria. Now the Cardinals, Gavin Roderick with it. Looks to attack. Feeds across to Starzl. I don't know if he was expecting it, but it's a Cardinal turnover. Back the other way. Layup is good as Elk River will score. And that's Chase Sheldon with the bucket, and Elk River takes a 1-point lead.
Yeah, he's kind of gotten to the rim there. He's the one who got the layup on the last time, and there it is again where the Elks are trying to trap Mason there at the top, and we just got to make sure we do a good job of, they're going to try to get the ball out of his hand. So who's going to flash and get open, and then one more cut. We could get a layup there.
So the tie-up occurs. Possession belongs to Alexandria after Elk River won the opening tap. Bounce pass in. Miles Gray turnaround shot in the lane is good.
Yeah, good feed there by Grady. One of the things the Cardinals have been trying to work on here is getting off to a better start. And unfortunately here again, we're just trying to kind of get through things, and there's a nice turnover.
Yep, and now Gavin Roderick the other way, and he'll put it in. I think he had notions of maybe jamming it home, and then he kind of fumbled the ball, so he kind of softly laid it off and in.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward there.
And now at the other end, the layup doesn't go on the attempt for Sheldon. Thomas Hinrichs with the rebound. Alexandria leading by 3 with the ball. Gavin Roderick has it out beyond the arc. Works his way in. Shot is up too short. Rebound to Johnny Rosenthal. And then I think we had a frustration foul being called here on the Cardinals' Gavin Roderick.
I think they're going to call him for a technical. Is what
oh, boy.
Call, unfortunately.
Yep, so in essence, his first foul becomes a tee, and Chase Sheldon will get free throws here, and then Elk River will get the basketball. So 9-6 Alexandria, about 3 minutes into today's game. Chase Sheldon sinks the first free throw. Elk River at 2-1 on the year under head coach Ryan Servati. Second free throw does not go. This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. Audio also through the Voice of Alexandria app. Thanks for joining us as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Our thanks to Integrity Title for being the signature streaming sponsor of our Alexandria Cardinal Sports play-by-play.
And Ty Miller checked in there for Gavin, and Ty's given some good minutes. And again, he'll play a half, and then Baron Airborne will probably play the other half. But he's really done a nice job in the last 2 games.
Yep, of course, Talon Witt once again out today. Here's a three-point shot that doesn't go for Henry Rosenthal. Mason Witt with the defensive rebound. Alexandria leads by 2 and has the ball. Mason Witt, a couple of dribbles, now attacks the basket and lays it in.
Yeah, nice job there by Mason. I love when he attacks, gets downhill, especially early in the games. That'll get his outside shooting going.
Now a little bit of pressure by Thomas Hinrichs as the ball comes up the floor. Elk River does get it into the front court. 4-point Cardinal lead. Now inside, the shot doesn't go by Jackson Bowl. A follow-up is no good, and then the ball's out of bounds. It will belong to the Elk River Elks. So possession will belong to the visitors. Now we'll have Nick Rebrovich in as a substitution here for Elk River. It's David Valicidia along with Dominic Webster, Chase Sheldon, Jackson Bowl, all in along with Nick Rebrovich. Elk River down by 4 as we played about 6 minutes of this opening half. Bounce pass to Webster, he gets it, Now looks to attack, and I think he had Grady Starzl kind of riding him a little bit, and I think the shot went through. Let's see if it's going to be an and one. It will, as the foul will be called on the Cardinals' Grady Starzl.
Yeah, Grady, just last couple games, he's kind of been saddled with foul trouble. Last night again, that kind of happened, and so now Webster go to the line here to to take the last of the and one. Blake Scholl checks into the game. Blake, of course, had a great game on Tuesday night.
Yeah, he was our quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of the Game on Tuesday in that 7-point loss to Maple Grove. Free throw is good. So now it's 11-10. Scholl with the ball, front court for Alexandria. Off to Miles Gray, looking to attack, and he puts his runner up. It doesn't go, but a foul is called, and a free throw opportunity here now for Miles Gray.
Yeah, nice job there by Miles, being aggressive, taking the ball to the hoop, and getting a chance to get to the line here.
Gray, a senior, stands about 6'2", 6'3". Gets two from the stripe, and the first one is good. Elk River's Jackson Bowl picked up the foul, the Elks' first of the afternoon. Alexandria 12, Elk River 10. Scoreboard updates today being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Second free throw bounces around and drops. So Miles Gray gets them both. Now some soft pressure, kind of that 1-2-2 zone press that Alexandria will show in games. Webster into the front court, gets it to Balasidia. Balasidia now gets bumped, and we're going to have a foul here on the Cardinals' Thomas Henricks.
Yeah, Tom was working there, trying at the top there, working to try to get a turnover, and unfortunately picked up the foul.
Henricks will go to the bench as Gavin Roderick will re-enter for Alexandria. Meanwhile, Brody Thompson will re-enter for Elk River. 11:39 is our time remaining in the first half. Earlier today in girls basketball, Alexandria defeated Monticello 56-39. That snapped Monticello's 6-game win streak in girls basketball and puts Alexandria at 8-0. Now looking to drive up the left baseline is Elk River's Henry Rosenthal. Or I'm sorry, it's Chase Sheldon rather. And Sheldon got fouled in the act of shooting. And this foul will be on Miles Gray.
Yeah, Sheldon's kind of a silky smooth, guard out there, and we're going to have to keep him from getting into the lane. He did a nice job there of beating us off the dribble. We got to contain him better than we have here.
First free throw for Sheldon is good. So the lead is 2 for the Alexandria Cardinals at 13-11. Second free throw good as well. Sheldon 3 of 4 from the stripe to go along with a first half basket. Actually, I believe he's now up to 7 points overall.
Yeah, that's what I have.
2 baskets. Yeah. So now the Cardinals with it, leading by 1. Blake Scholl gets it to Miles Gray, then off to Ty Miller. His shot does not go. Brody Thompson with the defensive rebound. So Elk River can take the lead back with a basket here. Out top, Chase Sheldon gets it over to the right side to Rebrovich. Now to the burly Dominic Webster. Webster guarded by Blake Scholl. Webster kicks it out. Goes out to the right side, then it comes back into Webster. Backing in against Scholl. Turnaround shot is up and good. Dominic Webster with the basket for the Elk River Elks, and he has 7 today. So it is 14-13 Elk River lead, and now the Cardinals will turn it over. And it's back to Elk River.
Yeah, the Cardinals again just trying to get some rhythm and get some flow and some tempo to how we play. And unfortunately, turnovers can keep you from doing that. And we're going to have to figure out a way. Dom is pretty strong in there, Webster, and so we're going to either have to double him and try to get the ball out of his hand, or find a way to not let him get it so deep.
Here's David Balasidia with the basketball, looking to work his way in. Then he passes back out, and Sheldon, I think, is going to get called for traveling here. And that will be the Elks' 3rd turnover of the afternoon. Cardinals have 4. Right now, Elk River up by 1 at 14-13. Now Mason Witt, he's joined by Ty Miller, along with Miles Gray, Gavin Roderick, and Blake Scholl. Again, Talon Witt unavailable for today's game. Here's Roderick's triple, and that's off the heel of the rim. Rebound goes to Balasidia. And then he'll bring it up the floor. He'll look to go coast to coast. His layup attempt doesn't go. Rebound for Alexandria. Mason Witt coming the other way down the lane. Puts it up too strong. Rebound to Dominic Webster. Outlet ahead, and Gavin Roderick gets back for the block. Clean block there. As Quality Real Estate brings you the instant replay for the YouTube audience. Brody Thompson found the access denied on the transition attempt.
Yeah, nice job there by Gavin getting back on defense. You know, and again here now it's Elk River will have a inbounds underneath pass here, and we're just going to have to try to keep them off the glass, hold them to one opportunity.
Thomas Hinrichs re-enters for the Alexandria Cardinals. Here is Rosenthal getting it out now to Rebrovich, now to Chase Sheldon. Sheldon further out. Here's a straight-on three by Rebrovich, and that hit the front rim, and then Karams out of bounds back to Alexandria.
Yeah, good defensive possession there by the Cardinals. That's how it starts. Now we'll come down here on offense and see if we can generate a score here.
Cardinals down by 1. Or if you look at it from Alexandria's point of view, it's a 13-14 thing right now. Now it's not going to be 13-14 any longer because Blake Scholl dumps the ball off to Mason Witt, and Witt will score on the layup, and Alexandria leads 15-14.
Yeah, that high post action has been really good for us this year.
Now a three by Sheldon is good at the other end, and Elk River takes the lead back. It's almost like the seesaw is operating right now. The teams trading the leads with one another. Elk River 17, Alexandria 15. Here's Hinrichs getting it out. Long distance three. Oh my! It's good for Mason Witt. And then a short timeout's going to be called by Cardinals head coach Forrest Witt. We're going to make it a 30-second break of our own on our platforms. 8:41 to go until halftime. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard has Alexandria leading Elk River 18-17.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Welcome back to Poland Court on the campus of Alexandria Area High School, along with Russ Hinrichs and our videographer J.P. Boline. I am DMAC Dave McClurg. The Mason Witt three-pointer has given Alexandria an 18-17 lead. The Cardinals have led by as many as 4. Elk River has been in front by a couple of points on a few occasions here. And now a steal. Gavin Roderick able to get it. He'll look to drive the other way, but he laid it up too strong. Henry Rosenthal with a defensive rebound. Elk River can again take the lead with a basket. Here's Dominic Webster feeding across on the right wing. The three is good by Nick Rebrovich of the Elks. And Elk River takes a 20-18 lead.
Yeah, the Cardinals did it there. They kind of came with a double on Webster, and he was able to find the open guy, and they've been able to knock down some threes here.
Now Mason Witt will get the ball over to Ty Miller. Now Witt has it straight on, out near the top of the key. Couple of dribbles, and he'll hand off to Gavin Roderick. Now a pass goes over to Blake Scholl. Now to Roderick. Roderick leaning in, and I think he got fouled before he could do the ball fake. Foul will be called on the Elks, and Alexandria will play the ball in. It'll be Chase Sheldon picking up the Elk River personal. That's only the second Elk River foul in about 10.5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they're going to kind of leave those corners open, and so if we can just kind of penetrate and find and kick out.
Now Mason Witt on the wing, can't connect on the three, and Elk River collects the rebound. Chase Sheldon into the front court. Webster has it. Now it's going to come as Elk River gets another big body on the floor here, and the turnaround shot doesn't go for Webster. And the rebound for Alexandria. Mason Witt looking to go the other way. He'll kick it to Grady Starzl in the corner. Out now to Mason Witt. To Henricks, then to Mason Witt once again. Now looking to drive is Scholl. He's challenged and he got fouled. I believe that might be Amani Cool, who just checked in a couple of moments ago. He may have been the one to foul Scholl.
Yeah, nice job there by Blake, being aggressive, going to the line, going to the rim, I should say, and able to get himself to the line here for a couple of free throws.
Yep. 2 for Blake Scholl. And the first one is good. Elk River 20, Alexandria 19. Webster will check out as Jackson Bowl will re-enter for the Elks. Elk River 2-1 on the year. Alexandria 3-1 after the victory over previously undefeated St. Cloud Apollo last night. Second free throw ties the game up. 20/20 vision inside Alexandria Area High School at Poland Court at the moment. We've also had 8 lead changes so far. Sheldon with the ball front court, guarded by Grady Starzl. Now it comes off to Rebrovich. Inside it goes, then back out. Now Rosenthal has it. Then it goes to Chase Sheldon. Around to the right side, Rebrovich for 3, and that's off the heel of the rim. Blake Scholl with the defensive rebound for Alexandria. Cardinals can get the lead back. Here's Scholl. His triple is off to the side. Oh, good work by Gavin Roderick there. Couple of Elk River players were in the vicinity, but Roderick was able to get the hustle and get the offensive rebound, and Elk River committed a foul right after that.
Yeah, Gavin is a really good rebounder. He's strong underneath, and when he gets good position, he can really rebound the basketball.
Pass in, and Grady Starzl puts it off the window too strong. Henricks is able to back tap it. Now Roderick will shoot the 3. That's no good. And rebound here for Elk River. The Elks in trying to unlock a 20-all tie as we're now under 6 minutes remaining first half. Key section game. These new rivals in Class 4A Section 8. Elk River's been in the section for a number of years. Alexandria back in this section for the first time in more than a decade. Three-point shot doesn't go, but Jackson Bowl got the defensive rebound. Now a bounce pass through the lane. It is going to be deflected out. I think all the players were going the other way, thinking it was an Elk River turnover, but the officials saw it otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually the players are going to be the ones. They're not going to lie. And they
now,
all kind of went the other way. Now they're going to talk about the shot clock here, I think.
Yeah, as to whether or not it should reset or set to reset to 20, I believe, but or if there would be more time. But 5:32 is our time remaining in the first half. It looks like the shot clock will stay where it is at 20 seconds. David Balacidia will look to trigger it in for Elk River. Bounce pass into Bowl. Bowl leaning in against Miles Gray. Still has the ball, hasn't put it on the floor. Now will pass back out. Balacidia has it. He'll try to lob it inside for Bowl. He's got it down in the lane. Shot doesn't go. And a good box out there as the Cardinals' Miles Gray gets the rebound. Ahead to Roderick, then out to Mason Witt, who knocks down his third three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, in those open court situations, that's where the Cardinals have been the best, I think, throughout the course of this start of this year. Just getting those open court looks, moving the basketball, finding some open threes.
So it's Alexandria 23, Elk River 20. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Leaning in is Balacidia, no good. Bowl with the offensive rebound, then the kick out, and the shot is good. As Bowl actually knocked that shot down. And meanwhile, Gavin Roderick too strong at the other end. Bowl with the defensive board. Off now to Henry Rosenthal. Elk River can take the lead back, and it looks like we're going to have a short timeout called here by Ryan Servati, the head coach of Elk River. 30-second break on our platforms. 4:27 to go in the half. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. It's Alexandria 23, Elk River 22.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Fairly tight matchup in boys basketball. The game has been played within about a 4-point spread. We've had 9 lead changes and 1 tie in this opening half. Elk River has the ball trailing 23-22. We welcome you to our broadcast coverage today, live on location from Poland Court on the Alexandria Area High School campus with videographer J.P. Bolin and my broadcast partner Russ Hinrichs. This is DMAC Dave McClurg with the play-by-play. After a missed 3-point shot by Chase Sheldon, Grady Starzl collected the rebound, and then Elk River's Dominic Webster picked up a foul. And Ryan, I can only imagine Chase Sheldon was open on the right wing for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He must have been gobsmacked that he was that wide open for that long.
Exactly.
And then he couldn't miss the open or he couldn't make the open shot. But Alexandria has it with the 1-point lead. Thomas Hinrich's shot goes off to the side. Webster with a defensive rebound, so Elk River can regain the lead. 23-22 in favor of the Cardinals. Dominic Webster now playing out on the wing. He'll pass it to Henry Rosenthal. Rosenthal driving in. Off-balance shot is up and good. Thought he was going to tumble to the floor and lose the ball, but in the act of falling, he was able to get his shot up and in, and Elk River takes a 24-23 lead. At the other end, Grady Starzl's triple is good. First 3-point basket for Grady Starzl today, and Alexandria goes on top by 2. 26-24.
Yeah, it was a good look there by Grady. Good job of finding the open man. He stepped right in there, no hesitation.
Now backing in is Webster. His shot went off to the side, but he got fouled, and I think he drew this first foul out of
I think that's his second.
Yeah, second foul. Yep,
yeah.
I forgot to mark one earlier, so he's got 2 personals now. Decision time for head coach Forrest Witt. And looks like Blake Scholl is at the scorer's table. I think Ty Miller may be at the table as well, getting ready to check in. Webster's first free throw rattles through. 26-25 Alexandria. Hinrichs and Starzl out as Ty Miller and Blake Scholl re-enter. They're joined by Gavin Roderick, Miles Gray, and Mason Witt as the 5 on the floor for Alexandria. One more free throw made by Webster would tie the game up for the second time. The gift toss is good all the way. Tied at 26 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Ty Miller now bringing the ball up into the front court, gets it to Mason Witt from the free throw line. His jumper is good.
Good action there from the Cardinals. Mason coming off that down screen, just kind of a pick and pop there.
So the Cardinals lead by 2, 28-26. Straight on 3 for Bellicidia is off the rim. Rebound to Mason Witt. Cardinals can build on their lead. Here's a short jumper by Witt. That doesn't go. David Bellicidia with the defensive rebound. He'll stop right at the 3-point line, dribble inside it, now feed off to Sheldon. Sheldon looking to get room, and he cannot connect on the long 2-pointer. Miles Gray with a defensive rebound. Down to 2:20 to go in the first half with Alexandria leading by 2. Gavin Roderick kicks it out. Mason Witt's triple is good. I'm getting the feeling like Mason Witt is feeling it right at the moment here as he has now made, I believe, 4 3-pointers today.
Yeah, he's moving well with the ball and without the ball. And unfortunately we got a tip there off of Webster, but he was able to corral his own tip and get the easy bucket.
Yep, so 31-28 is now the score for the Cardinals with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Miles Gray out top, passes to Blake Scholl, now to Ty Miller, then to Scholl again. Around to Mason Witt, 1 dribble, open for the 3, that's off to the side. Dominic Webster with the defensive rebound. Mason Witt has made 4 triples. He's attempted 7 beyond the arc so far in this first half. Alexandria by 3. Here's Webster, and he's guarded too closely, and I think Elk River head coach Servati able to get a timeout before a 5-second count. So we're going to make it a 30-second break of our own. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard with 1:24 to go in a half. The Alexandria Cardinals lead the Elk River Elks 31-28.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
A successful win isn't about the score, it's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Earlier today in varsity girls basketball, Alexandria defeated Monticello 56-39. In the boys basketball matchup, the Cardinals lead the Elk River Elks by 3, 31-28. We're approaching halftime here at Alexandria Area High School. 1:24 of game time away from the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. Elk River with the basketball here. Way out is Nick Rebrovich. He'll pass to Dominic Webster. Webster will hand off now to Rebrovich. And further out to Thompson. Then it goes to Rebrovich, then into Webster against Blake Scholl. Turnaround shot by Dominic Webster from about 8 feet is good.
He's been a force in there with his size and just kind of taking his time and dribbling. And, we don't have anybody right now that can match up to him with his size. So see if we have to double team.
So 31-30 is the score, and now a pass is going to be deflected off of the Alexandria Cardinals, and it's going back to Elk River. So the Elks will have the ball, and a basket here would create our 12th lead change of the half. The biggest lead has been Alexandria by 5 for one brief stretch at 31-26. Elk River has scored a couple of buckets since. Thompson had the ball knocked out of his possession. Now he gets it back. He'll pass it. Now Rebrovich has it. Then it comes to Webster. Now off to Rebrovich. Baseline shot is good. Nick Rebrovich scores, and Elk River takes a 32-31 lead. Alexandria can play for the final shot of the half. We're under 10 seconds remaining. Miles Gray coming out looking to set a screen. Mason Witt still with the ball. Then it goes into the corner. Miller's 3 is off. Miles Gray with the follow, and he banks it in, and the shot will not count. And I think the officials said that the release by Miles Gray was too late, and so Elk River will end up with a 6-0 run at the end of the half to take a 1-point lead into intermission. The Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report is straight ahead. In boys basketball at the break on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Elk River leads in Alexandria 32-31.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving.
I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
More like What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
We welcome you back to Alexandria Area High School. Game 2 of our varsity basketball doubleheader. And in the boys basketball matchup, the visitors from Elk River have a 32-31 lead. The Elks closed the half, scoring the last 6 points after Alexandria briefly established the biggest lead of the game for either side, 31-26. Kind of a sign of how close the game has been. 2 ties in the first half and a total of 12 lead changes. This is the mid-game report presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. And Russ, it seems to me that obviously you were here last night to watch the Cardinals play St. Cloud Apollo. And, you know, I think the kids are excited anytime they get to play basketball. But you're playing your second game in less than 24 hours. And you would be the better barometer as to how much energy was expelled last night. I get the feeling, and maybe we'll see it in the second half, the Cardinals have yet to hit their stride. I mean, they've shown moments of flash, and obviously Mason Witt has been able to fill it up with his shot making. But how do you assess the first 18 minutes here?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. They're just, you know, whether it's from the team or just in the gym in general, just there seems to be a real lack of energy and just a real lack of urgency. You know, we got to get somebody going here besides Mason. Obviously, Mason had, I thought, a great first half, 18 points. He had at least over 5 rebounds, at least 5, I should say. And so we just got to get somebody else going. We got to get, you know, and offensively, we're just kind of stagnant. I'm not sure our shot selection is the best. And defensively, we're going to have to figure out a way to, you know, they're getting some second chance opportunities. They're hurting us on the boards. And so, yeah, there's not, other than that, you know, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? So I think we got to just figure out a way here to, and all that said, we're down a point. So I think, you know, the coaches will go in there, and it is going to be all about energy and effort in the second half.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because I think Elk River, you know, they can provide some different things. You know, Dominic Webster, I say this in a very complimentary way, has some beef, but he's got some pretty good shooting touch, not afraid to back it in, but yet they've got some kids, you know, Chase Sheldon, I think you referred to him as silky smooth, and I would agree with that. And then, you know, even Nick Reperovich off the bench, knocking down a couple of shots. You know, Elk River has some different ways that they can, you know, cope with what you're trying to do.
Absolutely, you know, and I think, you know, Jackson Bowl had a couple of rebounds there in that first half that I thought, you know, if we just would have done a better job of positioning and rooting him out of there, that he wouldn't have gotten what just led to a couple of baskets. So, you know, I think it's a combination of all those things. We'll have to come up with a plan. I think if Webster gets the ball inside, we might come with a quick double team, make him get rid of it, and then just rotate from there. And offensively, as I mentioned, it's just we got to get somebody else going here besides Mason.
It is a 1-point lead for the Elk River Elks at the break. 32-31 is the score. Going through some of the unofficial numbers as part of our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. Elk River has 2 players in double figures. Dominic Webster on the inside with 13 points. Chase Sheldon with 10. Alexandria's leading scorer is senior captain and guard Mason Witt with 18. Nobody else for Alexandria has more than 5. Rebounds unofficially in the first half, +5 for the visitors. 20 rebounds for Elk River, 15 for Alexandria. Maybe the more disturbing part, 7 of those rebounds for Elk River have been on the offensive end. Fouls in the half, 6 for the Cardinals, 5 for the Elks. The only player with 2 fouls today so far is Grady Starzl. Both teams have shot fairly well from the line. 6 of 7 for Elk River, 4 for 4 for Alexandria. The Cardinals with a little bit of edge on three-point shooting, 5 out of 11. Elk River is 2 for 8. Turnovers in the half, 4 for Elk River and 5 for Alexandria. We had ties at 20 and 26. Elk River has had a few 2-point leads today, nothing more than that. Alexandria's biggest lead has been 5 at 31-26. And then the visitors closed the half, scoring the last 6 to take a 32-31 lead into the second half of play. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for presenting our mid-game report. We'll take a break. We'll enjoy a few words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage. And the second half of Alexandria boys basketball comes your way next.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat. It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorters Marine in Oseques. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorters Marine and Outdoors in Oseques.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Holiday season to you and yours from all of us here at People Radio, KXRA, and Voice of Alexandria. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Kwanzaa next Friday, Happy Kwanzaa about a week in advance. Maybe you celebrate Boxing Day. That's coming up on Friday as well. 32-31, Elk River leads Alexandria, and the visiting Elks will get the ball to start the second half. The Elk River boys basketball team will have Dominic Webster, Chase Sheldon on the floor, David Balasidia, along with Henry Rosenthal and Brody Thompson, the original starting five. I believe the Cardinals also with their original starting five on the court. Grady Starzl, Miles Gray, Mason Witt, Gavin Roderick, and Thomas Hendricks. There's Webster backing in, and his finger roll shot is good. This time the back end came down on the left baseline. And Elk River now has its biggest lead of the game, up by 3. 34-31. Roderick will get it into Grady Starzl. Starzl muscling in as his shot blocked by Webster. And he gets the rebound as well. So Elk River will try to extend this scoring run, which has gone 8 straight. Webster will back in against Starzl. Bank shot too strong. Grady Starzl with the defensive rebound. Now a loose ball, and Thomas Hendricks will pick it up. Elk River scored the last 6 of the first half and now has scored the first basket of the second half. Gavin Roderick taking it strong to the basket. Got fouled in the act of shooting, and he'll step to the line to get a pair of free throws here.
Yeah, you know, Gavin, again, just going strong to the rim, and that is Webster's second. So that might be one way, you know, we can try to negate some of his offensive strengths if we can get the ball at him and get him into foul trouble.
Free throw number 1 is no good for Gavin Roderick. First miss of the line at the line this afternoon for Alexandria. So the Cardinals still down by 3, and Elk River's run is 8 unanswered to this point. Roderick with one more freebie to try to change that, and he does. 34-32 for Elk River. The Elks 2-1, Alexandria 3-1 coming in. Sheldon into the front court. Now gets it off to Rosenthal. Then it's worked around to Balasidia. Further out to Sheldon, now to David Balasidia. And to Dominic Webster. Miles Gray defending him here. Webster working his way in. Now will kick it out to Balasidia. Around. Then to the left side, Brody Thompson working in. Turnaround shot rattles out, and a loose ball, and it's going to be a foul on, I believe, Grady Starzl, and that's going to be his 3rd of the afternoon.
Yeah, we get a miss there, and you know, you mentioned in the halftime update the amount of offensive rebounds that that Elk River had, and that'd be another example of how we really played good defense there, I thought, and we just did not execute and finish the job.
Pass comes in now. Brody Thompson gets it back, and his short jumper is good. Thompson with his first basket of the game, and Elk River's lead is 4, 36-32. Now at the other end, the Cardinals get the score from Mason Witt. Another triple today for the senior captain. Now Alexandria trying to extend the defensive pressure. Here's Webster with it in the backcourt, and I believe a timeout's going to be called here. A short timeout by the Elk River Elks, and we're going to take a 30-second break of our own. Almost 2 minutes into the second half. Your numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in boys basketball. It's Elk River 36, Alexandria 35.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building. Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Welcome back to Poland Court on the campus of Alexandria Area High School. I'd like to pass along our thanks to some of the behind-the-scenes people making our production possible today. Tom Chorley back at KXRA Radio at Master Control. JP Boleen behind the camera here with the live video streaming on our YouTube channel. Along with Russ Hendricks, this is Dave McClurg. A very happy holiday season to you and yours. We will feature more Alexandria sports play-by-play Monday night. New addition to our broadcast schedule, we will have Alexandria boys hockey on the air. The Cardinals versus St. Michael Albertville. Broadcast coverage will begin around 6:30 with our Juettner Motors pregame show Monday night. That will be our final game broadcast until the start of the new year. Here, Elk River leads by 1. Alexandria looks to trap. Ball got tipped. Brody Thompson tracks it down. Now Sheldon has it. Then it's over to David Balasidia. And further out to Sheldon. Now inside Thompson, and we're going to have traveling called on Elk River. And it seems like after that last stoppage, Russ, Alexandria's done some different things defensively, kind of swarming at the ball a little bit more.
Well, there's a little more sense of urgency, a little more, you know, I think maybe seriousness to their approach here, and I think that's what it's going to take. We're going to have to really just put together some good minutes of basketball here.
Hendricks gets it off to Blake Scholl back in, and then a pass over to Miles Gray, and the Cardinals are going to give it right back to Elk River. On the 6th turnover of the afternoon, neither team has really had too many problems handling the ball. Elk River has 5 turnovers today.
Yeah, I think that's one of those times there, Gavin comes around the screen and he gives it up to Tom, and Tom's just got to take that ball to the hoop. And sometimes we spend too much time going sideways, and we have to just get the ball down there, maybe get to the foul line and create some energy.
Now Dominic Webster has it front court over to Nick Rebrovich back in. Now Brody Thompson has it back to Rebrovich. Skip pass over to Sheldon, then back to Rebrovich, down to Webster. Webster backing in against Miles Gray. Webster still looking to back in, and it's going to be slapped out of his possession, but Elk River will keep the ball. 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock, 14:58 on the game clock. Time remaining, second half. Pass comes in, and it's into the corner. Rebrovich to beat the buzzer. Shot doesn't go, and an offensive rebound on the weak side for Brody Thompson, then into Webster. That shot contested. It's out of bounds. Back to the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, we got fortunate there. We gave up another offensive rebound, and they had a wide open guy underneath, and Webster just missed the layup, kind of, or was blocked or deflected out of bounds. But see what we can do here offensively.
Blake Scholl will bring it up the floor and into the front court for the Alexandria Cardinals to Roderick. Then Mason Witt flashes to the basket, works his way inside and lays it in. And the Cardinals take a 37-36 lead at the other end. Roderick gets the steal and the jam.
Yeah, last time offensively, I'm sure you're going to go to a replay here, but that was just that flex action, and that's really good stuff, and I think that's a good place to go here.
So Alexandria now leads 39-36 at the other end. The three by Brody Thompson does not go. It's going to carry him out of bounds back to Alexandria. So after Elk River had fashioned the 8-0 run covering the end of the first half and the start of the second half, the Cardinals have responded by scoring 7 in a row. Part of a run of, I believe, 8 points, and now traveling is going to be called on Alexandria, so Elk River will get the ball back.
Yeah, just an unforced error there, just shuffling our feet for really no reason. So again here, we're just going to have another good defensive possession. You can feel that maybe the energy defensively has ratcheted up a notch here.
Yep, 39-36, Alexandria in front. Now a loose ball, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Gavin Roderick coming out to challenge the Elk River ball handler, and the touch came, I believe, as he still had much of his body in the front court, and it went into the backcourt. So just that extra energy defensively kind of causing Elk River to just slightly buckle a little bit. Roderick with the ball, works his way in, turnaround short jumper is good. Maybe Gavin Roderick is starting to heat up a little bit as Quality Real Estate brings you the instant replay for our YouTube audience. Alexandria now by 5 at 41-36, matching the biggest lead for the Cardinals today. Here is Rebrovich getting the ball over into the right corner for Dominic Webster, and then we're going to have a foul on Alexandria's Mason Witt. He was trying to deflect the ball, maybe create a steal, but it's Mason Witt's first foul. Only 2 fouls on Alexandria so far this half. Elk River has 1. The Elks were up earlier by a 36-32 score, but the Cardinals have scored 9 unanswered and now get another defensive recovery. Outlet ahead, Henricks underneath. Layup is good for Gavin Roderick. Once again, for our YouTube audience, Quality Real Estate bringing you the instant replay. Transition basketball for Alexandria, leading to a Gavin Roderick layup. And it's 43-36, and now Elk River has Chase Sheldon working his way to the basket. Let's see if a foul got called or if it's just going to be a pass in here.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it on Tom, and unfortunately there, let's see, are they going to give him free throws? It looks that way.
So Alexandria has scored 11 unanswered, turning this 4-point 36-32 deficit into a 43-36 lead. Henry Rosenthal will re-enter as David Balasidio will sit down.
And again, you know, this entire run is just, it starts on the defensive end, and that's kind of been the calling card. If you think about, you know, Cardinal basketball here, whatever level it is, it's our defense, it's our ability to create chaos and turnovers and speed up the other team, and that just creates energy, easy baskets. then everything isn't so hard on the offensive end. And sometimes if, teams, if you're not making shots, scoring can be difficult. So hopefully we can continue that energy level here.
Both free throws made by Chase Sheldon to stop the 11-0 Alexandria run. Cardinals in front 43-38. We've played a little more than 5 minutes of this second half. D-Mac and Russ Henricks bringing you the play-by-play today, live from Polig Court at Alexandria Area High School. Three-pointer by Gavin Roderick off to the side. Sheldon with the defensive rebound. Roderick is 0 for 3 beyond the arc today. Chase Sheldon has it. Now he'll spot up for a triple. That rims off. Blake Scholl goes up for the defensive board for the Alexandria Cardinals. Off now to Mason Witt. Witt, ball fake. He'll pass it over to Scholl in the corner. Now he pump fakes, gets the defender airborne, and then Scholl drove the baseline. Couldn't connect. Elk River rebounds. Now here's a straight-on three, and that by Rebrovich won't go. But an offensive rebound, that's going to lead to a second chance opportunity. Brody Thompson fed it to Henry Rosenthal, driving down the lane, and Rosenthal scores.
Yeah, that's too bad there. We had two guys trying to box out there, and we can't give up that rebound.
So it's 43-40 now in favor of Alexandria. This game is destined to be fairly close all the way. Mason Witt's three is off the front rim. Henricks back taps it. Blake Scholl's three is off the front rim. Defensive rebound for Blake Shelton. And Elk River can tie with a triple here. Dominic Webster has it right side. Now back out to Chase Sheldon. Working in to the lane, then he'll kick it back out, and we'll have a reset here. Down to about 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Here's Sheldon getting it now to Brody Thompson. Thompson looking to drive, cut off here, pass back out, tipped and intercepted. So no shot made there. It's a turnover for Elk River. 5th this half, 9th for the game. Gavin Roderick will go strong to the basket. He got sent to the floor. His shot didn't go, but a foul will be called on the Elk River Elks.
Yeah, good defensive possession there the last time. Just to get that turnover, Miles did a great job, and now Gavin will go back to the line here now, and, free throws are going to be big here.
Gavin Roderick 1 for 2 from the stripe today, and he makes the first, and that sends him into double figures with 10. Now we'll have Thomas Henricks and Miles Gray out. Grady Starzel among the players back in, and now we'll see Barron Amborn in. So this is Amborn's half to play after Ty Miller played in the first half. Second free throw rattles around and drops for Gavin Roderick. He got them both. 5-point Alexandria lead at 45-40. Just under 11 minutes to go, second half. Here's a feed inside, getting it now, Jackson Bowl. He had some good minutes for Elk River back in the first half.
Yeah, and he did, and you got to keep him off the boards, and Grady's just got to stay on the floor here now and not commit a foul, as they're going to call one on Bear here.
Yep, that will be the first foul on Amborn today. Team foul number 4 for Alexandria. Elk River with 2 fouls. Now we're going to have Brody Thompson checking out. I believe it's Amani Cool coming back in for Elk River. 5-point Alexandria lead. Elk River was up by 1 at the break. Now pass into Jackson Bowl, looking to back in. Now it comes to Rosenthal. Then to Rebrovich, his shot from the right elbow doesn't go. Gavin Roderick with the defensive rebound. He'll look to take it coast to coast down the lane, lays it up and in. Foul is called. Basket counts for Gavin Roderick.
Yeah, nice job there again by Gavin, just pushing the basketball, creating tempo, getting to the line, and foul's going to be on Rosenthal, it looks like there, and Gavin with the chance here to extend this lead.
Yep, and should be 47-40, I believe, and then the free throw drops in. So.
Yeah, that's what I don't,
yeah,
I would agree.
Yeah, I'm surprised they have not put that point on the scoreboard, and Coach Forrest Witt might want to clarify that there. So we've got it as an 8-point lead on our sheet, the scoreboard indicating a 6-point lead at the moment here. And now we're going to have a foul called at the other end. And this is going to put the Elk River Elks on the line. Now I believe they have put the Roderick basket up, so The lead on the scoreboard represents the numbers that we've got right now. 48-40 for Alexandria.
Yeah, they're going to call that one on Blake, his first. Tom's going to come back here, and they're going to Elk River's going to come back with Webster. So again, I think, with under 10 minutes to go here, it's, we just continue this defensive pressure. We have to eliminate those second chance opportunities. We got to rebound that first miss.
Yeah, that's right. I think Elk River now has 10 offensive rebounds today. 1 of 2 for Chase Sheldon from the line. And it's 48-41 for the Alexandria Cardinals. Baron Damborn gets it to Starzl, then bounce pass to Mason Witt, then back out to Grady Starzl. He cannot connect on the 3. Chase Sheldon with the defensive rebound. Now inside to Webster. Webster contested, but he is still able to get his shot to drop. Dominic Webster now up to 17 this afternoon, and it is 48-44, so Elk River has now scored 4 unanswered. Now here is Starzl out now to Mason Witt. Approaching 9 minutes remaining in the second half. And now Baron Damborn had his shot swatted away. Defensive rebound here for Elk River, and Chase Sheldon will bring it into the front court, and then a bounce pass into the lane, intercepted. The Cardinals will come back the other way. Mason Witt has it out beyond the arc. Then it goes to Grady Starzl. Starzl reverse layup is good. Grady Starzl scores, and you get the replay on that. If you're watching on YouTube, our thanks to Quality Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays. And 50-44, and then a shot missed at the other end. Blake Scholl will get the defensive rebound for the Cardinals, and then Elk River commits the foul.
Yeah, nice job there by Blake to get that rebound. And, again here now.
So now we'll have substitution. Blake Scholl will check out. Your 5 on the floor for Alexandria: Miles Gray, Baron Damborn, Mason Witt, Grady Starzl, and Gavin Roderick. Here is Witt bringing it into the front court. Bounce pass goes to Starzl. Starzl now dribbles, and then I believe we're going to have a foul. This might be on Webster, and that would get him to 3. If indeed that's the case, there might have been somebody else getting the foul instead. Nope, it is.
Yeah, Webster's going to be his 3rd.
Yep.
So
team fouls now 5 apiece here in the second half. Cardinals play the ball in. Starzl has it further out to Miles Gray, now to Gavin Roderick. Roderick then to Mason Witt. Witt out beyond the arc, looking to penetrate. He'll kick it off. Starzl underneath, and he fumbled the ball out of bounds. Just the 3rd turnover this half for Alexandria, 8 for the game. Elk River has had 6 of its 10 turnovers here in the second half. Cardinals were down by 1 at the break, lead by 6 at the moment, but Elk River is not going away.
No, they're not, and we're going to have to obviously limit our turnovers here.
David Balasidia will kick it over into the right corner. The 3-point shot by Chase Sheldon is good. His 2nd make of the day, and he's up to 17 on the afternoon. 50-47, Alexandria in front. Here is Baron Damborn out beyond the arc, getting it off to Gavin Roderick. Roderick put it on the floor, feeds to Miles Gray, goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. And then Forrest Witt, the head coach of the Cardinals, wants a timeout to talk it over. I believe we're going to make this a 1-minute break of our own. 7:29 remains in regulation in boys basketball. On the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Alexandria leads Elk River 52-47.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria. Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Along with Russ Henricks, this is DMAC Dave McClurg welcoming you back to our live play-by-play of Alexandria Cardinal boys basketball. Alexandria leads by 5 over the visiting Elk River Elks with 7:29 to go in regulation time. Alexandria will show some backcourt pressure as Dominic Webster gets the ball into Chase Sheldon. Then it comes back to Webster, who brings it up the floor. Now he gets it to Sheldon, out top to David Balasidia. Those three on the floor along with Nick Rebrovich, and player number 5 is Brody Thompson. Balasidia with the ball. Elk River will show some patience on offense. They're going to make you work on defense. Balasidia now with the basketball. He's got it out beyond the arc, down to 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Rebrovich for 3, and it does not go. And Mason Witt with the defensive rebound.
Yeah, good closeout there by Tom. Good defensive possession by the Cardinals.
Now it's Gavin Roderick spotting up, and his 3 is banked off the rim. And Brody Thompson comes out, and that was not a good foul for Thompson to take from Elk River's point of view, because Gavin Roderick will now step to the line, and it's not 1, not 2, but 3 free throws.
Yeah, a couple things there. You know, I'm not sure that's the shot selection that we wanted, but, you know, we've got a break there with Elk River committing a foul that, you know, I don't think that, well, obviously they would want to have. So Gavin misses the first one, chance to go back to the line here now.
Yep, he gets 2 more here. Second of 3 is good. Gavin Roderick is now 5 of 7 from the stripe today. Grady Starzl out, Blake Scholl back in for Alexandria. Starzl does have 3 personal fouls. The third of the 3 free throws is good, and that puts Alexandria up 54-47 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard.
He only's got to take 16 more free throws to equal Vol from the first from the girls' game.
Oh my goodness, yeah, she was on the line all day long, it seemed like. Now front court, Dominic Webster with it for Elk River. He's going to go inside to Rebrovich, who backs it over into the corner. Now back out to Chase Sheldon. To Rebrovich, skip pass to Balasidia before the buzzer, and the Elks do not get the shot off in time, and that's going to be a clock violation. Russ, I told you during our last commercial break, I said Elk River is kind of like the mosquito you keep swatting at, but they just don't go away. They do force you to play some defense. What do you think about Alexandria's half-court defense over the last few possessions?
Yeah, the last 2 possessions have been really good, and so I think that's what they need to do again. You know, Elk River's going to play hard. Ryan's going to do a good job and make sure his team is – oh.
Yep, and Blake Scholl was looking to pass inside to a player flashing, and it ends up going out of bounds, so the Cardinals will turn it over as we're about to go under 6 minutes remaining in the second half.
Yeah, you know, running that flex action there. I mean, Blake's just got to be patient there a little bit. Oh, Gavin commits a backcourt foul here, and that's our 6th team foul.
Yeah, that's the last one the Cardinals have to give for the game. Elk River also at 16 fouls. Free throw shooting contest right now. Elk River is 10 for 11 from the stripe today. Alexandria has attempted a similar number. I believe it is 12 free throws attempted for the Cardinals, making 10. Here's Dominic Webster to the basket, and his shot doesn't go. Blake Scholl was trying to draw the charge, but instead it's going to be a blocking foul on Scholl. So Dominic Webster will try to earn points from the free throw line, where today he is 3 for 3. It's a 7-point Alexandria lead with 5:47 to go in regulation time. Dominic Webster, a right-handed free throw shooter, and he sinks the first. That allows us to remind you that you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through your Voice of Alexandria app. Thanks for watching our broadcast today on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Second free throw is out, so 1 of 2 there. And Blake Scholl gets the defensive rebound. Alexandria's lead is 6 points. 54 for the Cardinals, 48 for the visiting Elk River Elks. Here's a long distance three by Mason Witt off the heel of the rim, and that's going to carry him out of bounds. And back to the Elk River boys basketball team.
Yeah, I think we just, have to be patient if they settle in, if they start kind of sagging toward the middle, taking away some of that Cutter's action with our screens. We just got to kind of work some clock. I think we can get a good shot.
Now in the front court, it's Chase Sheldon getting the ball over to Nick Rebrovich. Now to Dominic Webster. He's double teamed, trapped in the corner. Cardinals trying to force a tie-up. Webster gets out of it, puts his shot up, and it won't count. I think we may have an offensive foul being called here, or is it going to be overruled and it's a blocking foul? I think we've got a split decision on the officials here, and they are going to rule the blocking foul on the Alexandria Cardinals, Thomas Henricks.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one. I think Tom was there. They're saying he was inside the circle. I'm not sure about that one, but obviously Webster will go back to the line here.
Yeah, where he just made 1 of 2, so he's 4 for 5 from the line today. 18 points leads his team in scoring, and he adds 1 more. Alexandria 54, Elk River 49. Back into the game, Brody Thompson for Elk River. Second free throw on the way, and that is good as well. Now Elk River will show some token pressure on the inbound pass. Mason Witt gets it into Blake Scholl, who then gets it back to Mason Witt, who advances into the front court. Now a little trap, ball goes to Gray, now inside to Scholl, then around into the corner, and the three is good for Gavin Roderick.
I laugh because Blake was actually underneath the hoop all by himself, and he kicked it out to Tom, who then made one more swing to Gavin, which was the right play, and Gavin knocks it down.
And so Alexandria leads 57-50. The three is good at the other end by Nick Rebrovich to narrow the gap down to 4 points with 4.5 to go. Again, we invite you to stick around. This one should be tight all the way. Roderick stumbled. He's a little slow in getting up. Numbers advantage for Elk River. Here is Chase Sheldon, and now the ball's loose on the floor, and it will be kicked out. Webster has it. Again, Roderick down on the floor at the other end, and now we're going to have a foul called, and finally Gavin Roderick will be tended to down at the other end of the court as Britt Ludwig will come out from Heartland Orthopedic Specialists. But the foul is going to go on the Cardinals' Miles Gray, and we will have some free throws coming here for Elk River with 4:08 to go. 57-53, Alexandria in front. If you are just joining us, we had girls basketball on the air earlier today. Alexandria defeated Monticello 56-39. Coach Matt Helscher's team off to an 8-0 start. Alexandria will make up a game at Maple Grove Monday night. That is the Thursday game from this past week that got postponed due to weather. So the Cardinals and the Maple Grove Crimson on Monday. Our play-by-play will be Alexandria boys hockey Monday night. The Cardinals versus St. Michael Albertville in a start shortly after 7 at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Free throw opportunity here for Henry Rosenthal of Elk River. These are the first free throw attempts today for Rosenthal. He's got 4 points on a couple of baskets. Left-handed free thrower sinks the first. So Elk River now back to within a possession, trailing 57-54. Plenty of time remaining. One more free throw coming, and that is in and out. Miles Gray with a defensive board.
Now offensively here, it might have to be somebody else besides Mason. There's really, Gavin's off the floor.
Yep, Barron Damborn now in. Mason Witt has it out top for Alexandria. Cardinals, Blake Scholl open for the 3 ball, rims out. And the defensive rebound for Brody Thompson. Elk River can tie with a triple here. 3:40 to go in regulation time. Now right side, it's Rebrovich getting it now down to Dominic Webster. Will he back his way in? He will against Hinrichs. Spin move, shot is off the window and good. Dominic Webster scores and he's up to 22. Elk River climbs to within 1, trailing 57-56 after trailing by as many as 8. Mason Witt out beyond the arc. Jumper from the free throw line is good. Mason Witt with a key basket there to put Alexandria up by 3 with just over 3 minutes remaining. Now the ball comes back out. Chase Sheldon has it out top for the Elk River Elks. Now he'll look to drive to the basket down the lane. Couldn't connect. Another offensive rebound. Brody Thompson has it. Reset on the shot clock, down from 20 now. Webster will get it inside to Sheldon. Sheldon got bumped but still has the ball. Now we'll feed it inside to Webster and he got held. And Dominic Webster will go to the line to shoot 2 with 2:39 to go.
And Bear's in a tough spot there. He just kind of had to foul to save himself, so to speak. And that'll send Webster back to the line here.
Yep, Baron Damborn picking up the foul. That is his second of the game. And Dominic Webster will get 2 freebies here. He's been darn near reliable from the line, 6 out of 7. And now 7 out of 8 as he sinks the first. Alexandria 59, Elk River 57. Amborn will check out. Good to see Gavin Roderick back in for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, unfortunately, this again, we got him to miss, and we gave up an offensive rebound, which has really been the Achilles heel today.
Second free throw is good. 1 point lead for Alexandria. Cardinals hoping to win for the second consecutive time and finish off this week at 2-1. Here's Miles Gray handling the ball out top. Pass goes to Mason Witt. He's got it out beyond the arc, now looks to drive. Cut off. Now the pass back out, Roderick has it. Then to Blake Scholl. Scholl driving in, off balance shot, crawls in! And the basket counts for Blake Scholl. And a foul is going to be called on the Elk River Elks.
I just kind of threw it up there and it went in, and sometimes you just get it up there on the rim and you never know that foul's going to be on Rosenthal there. But good movement in that possession from the Cardinals, and everybody's touching it and doing what they need to do, and big free throw here.
Yep, Blake Scholl's freebie for the 2-possession lead is up and good. And that makes it 62-58, and that's going to prompt a timeout. We're going to make this a 30-second timeout of our own. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard with 2:15 remaining in regulation. It's Alexandria 62, Elk River 58.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
A hard-way 3-point play by junior Blake Scholl has just given Alexandria a 4-point advantage at 62-58. First half was pretty tight. We had 2 ties and 11 lead changes. Alexandria took the lead early on in the second half and has been able to keep it, though Elk River has been able to hang close. Dominic Webster on a little bit of a dribble penetration move down to the lower part of the lane, and he scores, and Elk River trails by 2. I think Elk River would be darn pleased to make sure this stays a 1-possession game to the end and then try to steal it. Here's Blake Scholl on the drive. That shot no good. Rebound to Henry Rosenthal. Now Sheldon has it. Out now to David Balasidia. 100 seconds to go in regulation time, and the Cardinals are up by 2. Elk River 2-1 on the year, Alexandria 3-1. Here's a spin move by Webster. He got fouled, and they will not count the shot. The foul occurred before the shot. So Webster will be back at the line to shoot 2 more free throws with 1:31 to go.
Yeah, we just kind of had no answer for trying to keep him in front of us, and his size has really given us trouble. And he'll go back to the line here with a minute and a half to go.
Yep, 26 points now for Elk River senior forward Dominic Webster. Free throw is good. And if he makes the next one, we would be tied for the first time this half, tied for just the 3rd time in the game. Chase Sheldon out, Brody Thompson in for Elk River.
Has he missed today, D-Mac?
1 out of a total of 10 now. Second one is good, and we are deadlocked at 62 all. Elk River closed out the first half with 6 unanswered to go up by 1 at the break. They're trying to close out the second half to secure a win. Mason Witt drives, gets cut off, pass back out. Roderick now to Blake Scholl, then to Gavin Roderick. 3 for the lead, off to the side, no good. Dominic Webster with a defensive rebound. Elk River can take the lead for the first time in a long, long time. And Orion Servati, the head coach of the Elks, wants to talk it over. We're going to take our final break during play-by-play right here. 1:04 to go in regulation time. On the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, nobody has the lead. This game is tied 62 all.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
The ball off of the Elks timeout. Timeouts remaining, 1 for the Elk River boys basketball team, 2 for Alexandria.
You know, the big thing is here, if we force a miss, we got to rebound. I mean, I think that's been the thing all second half here.
The Elks with the ball, Chase Sheldon, David Balasidia, Dominic Webster, Nick Rebrovich, and Henry Rosenthal on the floor. 3-point shot, no good on the attempt by Sheldon, and Gavin Roderick rebounds.
He hasn't had a wider open shot than that all day, and we did what we needed to do, got the rebound.
Now can the Cardinals execute on the offensive end? Mason Witt has it out, top guarded by David Balasidia. Witt, right side now, a skip pass over to Thomas Inrix. Out now to Roderick, and we're going to have a stoppage. Forrest Witt, I believe the Cardinals coach, called the timeout there. When play resumes, Alexandria will have 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock, 30.2 in regulation time, and this game is tied at 62 all. And Russ Henricks, your thoughts in terms of what the strategy is here? You know, obviously Elk River very concerned about Mason Witt, probably has an equal amount of concern about Gavin Roderick, but if you're Elk River, do you kind of force one of the other 3 players on the floor to try to beat you?
Well, I'm sure you're going to. You know, the biggest thing when you have these sideline, out of bounds plays, you first got to get the ball, in. You got to get it in, and we have some stuff that we can run. We have some low post stuff. See if we can do that where we enter the ball right into the post itself and then have somebody back cut off of it. So, but I think the Cardinals will run some. They have some good stuff that they can run, some good action here. There is 14 on the shot clock, 30.2 to go. So, if you do not make and they rebound, they can hold for the last shot here. So, certainly I think in our situation, if we do not make it, we got to crash, right? Got to crash the board, see if we can get an offensive rebound, which they've done such a good job of today. So, we'll see who inbounds the ball here. And, I think they're going to try to make sure that Mason doesn't take this shot.
The Alexandria Cardinals will come out of the timeout with Miles Gray, Gavin Roderick, Mason Witt, Blake Scholl, and Thomas Hinrichs on the floor. And Gray will be the inbounder. He sends it into the backcourt. Legal pass to Mason Witt. Now Witt gets behind a Blake Scholl screen. Witt still with the ball. Now a second defender comes at him. The ball is off his foot into the backcourt. Witt will get it up the floor, and a bounce pass intercepted. Shot clock violation, so evidently Elk River did not have the ball, so Elk River is able to force Alexandria into a turnover. And now you'll have a situation substitution. I believe Brody Thompson checked out, and Chase Sheldon is in. So now Elk River with the chance to get the lead. 62-all is the score. Elk River trying to go to 3-0 against section opponents, and now we're going to have a timeout here, and I think that's going to be the last called.
I think so.
By the Alexandria Cardinals.
Or it's going to be, I'm sure, Elk River, right? I would think.
Yeah, I did not see the officials huddled up, and they did not signal a timeout to either side. So.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see which team has the timeout taken off the board there. So neither one has had a timeout taken off the board at the moment here. So
looks like they're coming over to the scores table there to let them know.
Yeah, and I think they want clarification themselves, and it was Elk River that did take the last timeout. So 62-62, so Elk River has no more timeouts. Alexandria still has the one timeout remaining. I think the most optimistic scenario for the Cardinals here, Russ, is to force Elk River into a tough shot and find a way to get a defensive rebound with enough time remaining on the clock.
Yeah, for certainly, they're going to try to get one up and then crash, and we just have to solidify that rebound and then see, hopefully we get them to miss. Obviously, we still have that one timeout left, so we have the possession arrow, so if the ball goes to the ground, we want to make sure we get to the ground. We can tie that up and get another possession out of the deal.
Dominic Webster has been a force for Elk River, doing a lot of work on the inside. 9 baskets from the floor. He is also 10 for 11 on the from the line, so he's got 28 points today. And we have him inbounding the basketball. He'll get it in for Chase Sheldon. And the clock is on the move. Rosenthal has it out to Rebrovich, now to Ballasidia. Inside to Webster, underneath, shot for the lead. Spins out, offensive rebound by Webster. Follow up off the back rim, and we're going to overtime. 4 extra minutes of basketball here at Polig Court on the Alexandria Area High School campus. Dominic Webster was able to get a couple of shots up in the paint. First one didn't go, second one didn't go, and after the second, Miles Gray was able to rebound the miss. So it will take at least 4 extra minutes to determine the winner of the game. Regulation ends tied with Alexandria and Elk River even at 62. And Russ Hinrichs, I think, Elk River, I think one reason why the Elks are able to get this into overtime, their ability to offensive rebound the basketball and their ability to close out halves. I thought Elk River closed out the first half strong. They close out regulation strong, although they're probably kind of feeling that we want to have this game over with by now.
Yeah, I would think so too. They had 2 really good looks at it, and you could just feel that kind of coming the way this game has been, that if they miss, they were going to get a second chance opportunity, and we just have not done a good job of trying to rebound and trying to keep them off the board. So, but new game here, and usually these overtime games, right, the beginnings are important. The possession arrow will reset. Looks like both teams get a timeout back, and so we'll see. So Elk River has 1, we have 2, and we'll see what's going to happen here.
The Cardinals will start overtime with Blake Scholl, Miles Gray, Thomas Hinrichs, Gavin Roderick, and Mason Witt on the floor. Elk River counters with Dominic Webster, David Ballasidia, along with Nick Rebrovich, Chase Sheldon, and also Brody Thompson. Ball got tapped out of bounds, and I don't know if they determined if either team had firm possession, so now
we're going to do it again, and they're going to substitute Grady in
right.
this jump ball here.
So Grady Starzl, who has sat major minutes in the second half.
I'm not sure you can do that because the time never went off the clock,
right.
Unfortunately.
So, well, you know, I guess Forrest Witt was just testing the officials' ability to make a call there.
Yeah.
And the call was, nope, you got to have Blake Scholl back on the floor. So let's see if we get a toss of the ball a little more clean. And it's going to be back tapped to Miles Gray. So Alexandria gets the first possession of the OT. Blake Scholl handling it. Now it's off to Mason Witt. Jumper for the lead is good for Mason Witt. And Alexandria takes a 64-62 lead.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out, but you almost think the Cardinals have a second life after seeing that ball go basically in and out. So.
Yeah. Now out beyond the arc, Sheldon has the ball for Elk River, gets behind a Webster screen, passes across, it's intercepted. Alexandria gets the ball. So the Cardinals have a 2-point lead and possession. Scholl up the baseline, and we're going to have a turnover, I believe, on the Alexandria Cardinals. So.
Yeah, we've just had a few of those, just some silly kind of travels and shuffling of the feet, and so now we turn it back over here.
And now we're going to have Henry Rosenthal back into the game for Elk River. Elk River 2-1, Alexandria 3-1 going into this game. Pass to Webster on the high post here. And he'll pass it over to Balasidia, now to Rosenthal, or actually that's Rebrovich rather, who knocks down the three-pointer to put Elk River on top. 65-64, now Elk River comes through with a little bit of defensive pressure and forces a bad pass, and it's out of bounds back to Elk River.
Yeah, unfortunately another kind of unforced turnover there. And Elk River was able to find that corner three, you know, that sometimes is an issue in our defense. So big stop here, 3 minutes to go, chance for us to get a stop here.
Yep, as Balasidia will get it in bounds. And it's tipped and turned over. Miles Gray got the deflection. Henricks was able to recover. So Alexandria has it back. Cardinals have turned the ball over their last two possessions. Mason Witt has it left side. He'll curl in to the lane. Nope, ball got stripped, and that's because Mason Witt got fouled. So we'll have a I think it should be a two-shot opportunity. Foul number 4 on Dominic Webster, and that could be a developing situation there.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, I think offensively now we almost just have to go at him and see if we can get him out of the game.
Mason Witt's free throw off to the side. It was a 1-and-1, not a two-shot opportunity. So the Cardinals still trail 65-64. Balasidia into the front court, gets it now over to Chase Sheldon. Then to Henry Rosenthal. Elk River working it into the corner, now to Webster. A hook shot, no good. Oh, a strong rebound there for Miles Gray. Then he got sent to the floor, and that's going to be a foul on the Elk River Elks.
No, they're not going to call it on Webster. I was thinking maybe they could, but...
Yep, looks like Rosenthal's going to get his third.
That's a big rebound there by Miles, and chance to go to the line here. Still a 1-and-1 for the Cardinals, so big free throws here.
Last 1-and-1 of the game, as that's the 9th Elk River foul. Alexandria trails by 1 in a game where the Cardinals were up 8 in the second half, but Elk River rallied to force overtime. Front end of the 1-and-1 is no good, and again Alexandria leaves points at the line. 2 front end of 1-and-1s missed, and Elk River has the 65-64 lead, and once again with the ball. David Balasidia gets it to Dominic Webster. Webster around to Rosenthal, then to Chase Sheldon. Sheldon backs it up. Down to about 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Balasidia with it, looking for room to drive. Now off to the right side. The three is off the heel of the rim. Rebound to Gavin Roderick. Outlet ahead to Mason Witt. To the rack. He gets fouled. And a two-shot opportunity now for the senior captain, Mason Witt.
And I think they are going to call that on Webster, his 5th.
Oh my, so Dominic Webster will end up fouling out of today's game after a monster offensive performance. 28 points for Webster. He had 13 in the first half, 15 in the second half.
Yeah, we'll see how this kind of changes what they're going to do. They're going to bring back Bowl in, and he's had his own impact on the boards as well. But yeah, Webster had a good game today. Boy, he was tough.
Yeah, no doubt. Alexandria has gone 0 for 2 from the line in the overtime session, preventing the Cardinals from going back in front. Scholl is out as Grady Starzl re-enters. Now this is a two-shot opportunity for Mason Witt. And the first one ties the game up. Alexandria 65, Elk River 65. 1:42 to go in the overtime. Second free throw puts Alexandria in front. So we've now had 2 lead changes in the extra session. If Elk River scores on this possession, it would be a 3rd lead change. The Elks have it. Sheldon gets it now to Jackson Bowl. Bowl across now to Sheldon. Cardinal fans chanting defense here. Inside to Sheldon, and we've got a foul called. And the foul will go on the Alexandria Cardinals' Thomas Hinrichsen. He now has 4 fouls today. So a 2-shot opportunity forthcoming for Elk River. And this will be Chase Sheldon at the stripe. Free throw is good to retie the score. 66 all.
Yeah, they've made a lot of free throws today, I'll tell you that. They have not missed many.
Nope, and Chase Sheldon has only missed once out of 9. And his second free throw will put his team on top. 67-66. Now Brody Thompson will be in. It seems like Ryan Servati, the head coach of the Elks, using kind of Brody Thompson for defense in the situation substitution here. Down to 80 seconds to go in the overtime. Mason Witt into the front court, looks to attack, and it's going to be turned over. So Alexandria not being able to execute on the offensive end in the overtime. 3 turnovers and 2 missed front end of 1-and-1 opportunities. Elk River is being given a golden opportunity to head back down I-94 with a victory. Can the Elks convert? They're up by 1 right now with 1:10 to go. Chase Sheldon gets it over to Balicidia. He'll look to drive and pass back out. Elk River very deliberate on offense using this flex here. Now Rosenthal to Rebrovich, around to Amani Cool back in. Now to David Balicidia. Balicidia looking to drive, fade away off the window, too strong. And a rebound for Miles Gray, so the Cardinals get a stop. 40 seconds to go in regulation time. Roderick gets it ahead now to Mason Witt. Elk River 67, Alexandria 66, and Coach Forrest Witt will talk it over here. I believe that will be one of his 2 remaining timeouts available. Stopping the clock with 33.8 seconds to go. Russ Hinrichs, in my mind, it is rather remarkable here that Alexandria has a chance to come away with a win, although I get the feeling that Elk River has been the better team at executing in overtime.
Yeah, well, certainly they've done a good job of running their offense, I think getting the shot that they want. And so I think for us here now with 34 seconds, basically 33.8, 23 on the shot clock, we got time to get whatever shot we want. And so we'll see what kind of, I think we can maybe go back to Grady here if we can, on some of our inbound stuff, if we can enter the ball, from that side out and enter it down into that low corner there, then we can feed it back into Grady, and he has a chance to get to the hoop. So again, both teams are in the double bonus, so any fouls at this point are going to be 2 shots. But again, we just got to get the ball in bounds, and they're going Looks like they're going to inbounds it from the side here closest to us. So Grady's going to inbounds.
Yep, the Cardinals will have Miles Gray, Grady Starzl, Mason Witt, Gavin Roderick, and Thomas Hendricks on the floor. Again, Dominic Webster for Elk River has fouled out of the game. Mason Witt with the ball. Still about 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Starzl gets it out to Mason Witt. Now to Thomas Hendricks, back to Mason Witt. NBA range 3 for the lead is good! Mason Witt scores to give Alexandria the 2-point advantage. And now Elk River is going to take the timeout with 13.3 seconds to go. Oh my, as Quali Real Estate brought you the instant replay on our YouTube channel. Mason Witt, money when it counted the most there, Russ Henricks.
Yeah, absolutely. The Cardinals did a good job there, and, just kind of staying patient. Thomas had the ball there and just was able to dribble it back up to the top, and as he's done so many times in his life, was able to find Mason, and Mason, as he's done so many times, knocked down a 3, and again, that was a long-distance NBA 3, basically. So, I think, have we done our Culver's play of the game?
We have not. We've kept it in the quiver. I was thinking late in regulation we might have had it, but I think being that we have not made the announcement, we're going to make Mason Witt's go-ahead 3-point shot our Culver's play of tonight's game.
Okay, so here we go. We got 13 seconds to go. I think defensively now, for Elk River, offensively, are they going to go for the tie? Are they going to go for the win? My sense is that they're going to move the ball around, and they're going to try to go for the win here, go for the jugular.
Yeah.
I think they want this game to end, obviously, with Webster out of the game. So it's going to be a 3. If he misses, it's going to be a long rebound. And for the Cardinals, it's a matter of getting on a body now and getting a long rebound. And we certainly don't want to foul. We want to make them earn it. So we want to guard everything. And if we get the ball, then, it's a jump ball is going to be their possession. So take us home here, D-Mac.
Amani Cool, along with Chase Sheldon, David Balasidia, Henry Rosenthal, Nick Rebrovich on the floor. And now we're going to have a foul. Blake Scholl challenging Amani Cool. This is going to put Cool on the line with 5.2 seconds to go. Well, at least we know, Russ, that Elk River is not going to win it with the free throw opportunity.
Right, we have to make sure that we box out. We still have one timeout.
Yep, and 5.2 seconds to go. So Amani Cool has yet to score today. Big free throw opportunity, and he sinks the first.
A lot to ask for a kid to come into the game in this situation with, having not scored and now go up to the line. So here's the big one.
Yep.
We got to box out. We got to make sure that we get on, somebody's got to box out the shooter, I should say, and we got to get a rebound here. They haven't missed many free throws. Now would be a good time to miss one.
Yep. 69-68, Alexandria with the lead here in overtime. One more free throw coming for the senior Amani Cool. For the tie, it is out. Rebound by Miles Gray. And now Elk River will be forced to foul. And we'll go to the other end for a 2-shot opportunity. Now Alexandria, I believe, I'm sorry, maybe we didn't have a foul. I think.
No, we just called timeout there.
So,
yeah.
So Alexandria will inbound the ball with 3 seconds to go. And, boy, Miles Gray has come up with a couple of really key defensive rebounds again. On a previous possession, Elk River had a 1-point lead, and they fed it into Webster, and I think Gray got the defensive board there.
Yeah, we've done a much better job here in overtime, here at the end especially, of just, cleaning up some of those boards. But now, we have no timeouts, so neither team has any timeouts. The NBA, we could advance it. We can't do that here. So, and it's going to be a tough spot to inbounds the ball. Unfortunately, it's going to be tight to the corner. So the biggest thing we have to make sure is that the ball is inbounded toward our basket, not toward theirs. If we rebound it if we throw it down here on the other end of the court and we can tip it, at least it's going to be on this end of the court, which is going to be a much more difficult, they have no timeouts, so they're going to have to run with it quick. The mistake you make in this situation is where you inbounds it back toward their basket, which gives them an opportunity for a layup or something to that nature. So I'm sure they're talking about that as coaches, and the inbouncer is huge here. He's got to do a really good job. And, again, he can't move, he can't run, and it's going to be tight over there.
Alexandria 69, Elk River 68. The Cardinals will have the ball after Alexandria takes its final timeout. Elk River will show some pressure in the backcourt. Thomas Henricks will play the ball in. He, Gavin Roderick, Miles Gray, Blake Scholl, and Mason Witt are the 5 on the floor. Pass into Miles Gray, and he got fouled. That took 9/10 of a second off the clock, and will go to the other end for 2 free throws for Miles Gray.
Yeah, 2.1 seconds to go, so they're going to have to go the length of the floor. So they have no timeouts. So the last thing we want to do here is foul, and I'll be interested to see if Coach Witt even puts anybody in there. He's going to put Thomas in there, so Thomas knows not to foul.
Brody Thompson was the one who committed the last foul for Elk River. Free throw number 1 of 2 for Miles Gray is off the front rim. So still a 1-point lead. And now situation substitution. Thompson out, Jackson Bowl back in.
Yeah, they're going to move us out of there, which is a good play. Eliminates the foul.
So Miles Gray, if he can make it, would give Alexandria a 2-point lead. Free throw is up, and that is good. 70-68. Pass in. Ballicidia from the backcourt for the win. It is short. And the Alexandria Cardinals hang on to go to 4-1 on the year. 4 extra minutes required, but Alexandria wins the overtime by 2, and as a result wins the game by 2. Final on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria 70, Elk River 68 in overtime. That will do it for our play-by-play. We will take about a 3-minute break or so on our late media platforms. We're back with the Juettner Motors post-game report after we enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Enjoy life at the lake and work.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website.
Go as smooth as possible. Ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new and used equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
A successful win isn't about the score, it's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind. Because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer.
A successful day for the Alexandria Cardinal varsity basketball teams as the Lady Cards go to 8-0 on the year, and Alexandria survives the scare from the Elk River Elks in boys basketball. The Cardinals prevail by 2 in overtime, 70-68. We will bring you an abbreviated Juettner Motors post-game report here, along with our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Russ Henricks. I am Dave McClurg. And, Russ, really gritty effort by both Alexandria and Elk River to try to determine the winner in this one. It just seemed like a game where neither team was able to put the other out of reach. I know there was a situation in the second half. I think the Cardinals got up 48-40, but Elk River just kind of hung in. And, they had their opportunity at the end of regulation time. Couldn't get the job done there. And, when the rubber met the road at the end of the overtime, the Cardinals go into that last minute of OT, I believe, down by a point, and then Mason Witt hits the big-time NBA range three-pointer, and then the Cardinals get a miss on, the Cardinals get a defensive rebound off an Elk River miss, and just those little things proved to be key at the end.
Yeah, wow. I mean, what else can you say? That was two teams that really played that second half. We talked at halftime about, just the energy, but the second half, those are both of those teams played really, really hard into overtime, and so many kids laid it all out there and everything they had. And hats off to Elk River. They really came into the gym today with a good plan and played really, really hard and really well. And Webster was just a force in there. We really had no answer for his size. But the Cardinals in the end, pulled it out. I mean, this group, I've said it before, they just know how to win. And today was one of those days where it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be great. You just got to find a way to win. In the end, that's all that matters. And that's what they did. And they pulled it out, and Mason hit another huge shot. He was, I thought, really, really good today. He had, 32 points and a bunch of rebounds, and, he kept his composure, never left the floor. So, he played 44 minutes of basketball, and as he does most times. But now he played 44 minutes on top of whatever he played last night. So this is one that you're gonna take your win. It's gonna go in the win column, and we know we got work to do, and we know we got things to get better at. But they really gutted it out and showed a lot of grit today.
The Alexandria Cardinals secure the win 70-68 in overtime. Elk River was up by 1 at the break. That meant Alexandria outscored Elk River by 1 in the second half. And then the margin is 2 for the Cardinals, 8-6 in the overtime. Mason Witt with that game-high 32 points. 7 of those came in the extra session. The only other player to score a point for the Cardinals in overtime was the one who scored the last point of the game, that being senior Miles Gray. We're going to take one final break, and we'll make our announcement of our Quality Toyota Player of the Game, our Culver's Play of the Game. We'll talk a little bit about what happened earlier for the Alexandria girls basketball team and much more as our Juettner Motors post-game report from Alexandria Area High School continues after this timeout.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorts Marine in Oseques. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Oseques.
Welcome back one final time to Alexandria Area High School's Poland Court, where the Cardinal boys basketball team defeats Elk River in overtime 70-68. We're not going to go through extensive stats. I know we've got some other things going on tonight among our personnel here. So Mason Witt led the way in scoring for Alexandria with 32. Gavin Roderick with 19. Miles Gray with 7. Grady Starzl with 7, Blake Scholl with 5. Elk River had 6 different players score. Dominic Webster with 28. Chase Sheldon at 19. Nick Rebrovich off the bench scored 11. 5 for Henry Rosenthal. And then 1 on a free throw for Amani Cool. 2 apiece for Brody Thompson and Jackson Bowl for the team total of 68. Elk River did out-rebound Alexandria in this game by 5, 35-30. 12 of those 35 rebounds were on the offensive glass. Free throw shooting, both teams did pretty well. Alexandria 14 of 19, but 0 for 2 on the front end of 1-and-1s in overtime, but the Cardinals still overcame that. Elk River 21 of 25, and their last one was a miss, which would have tied the game up at that point. Trends in the game, 5 ties and a total of 16 lead changes, including 4 in the extra session. Elk River led at the break 32-31. Alexandria won the second half 31-30. The Cardinals win the overtime 8-6. Time now for our selection of play of the game and player of the game. We already announced the play of the game when it was flowing. Mason Witt with the three-point shot NBA range triple to give Alexandria a lead. It would not give up the rest of the way. And the play of the game is sponsored by Culver's Restaurant in Alexandria. And, I think we've gotten kind of spoiled watching Mason play basketball over the years, Russ. But, again, it was kind of a little bit of an up and down overtime. He had a turnover in the extra session, miss on the front end of a 1-and-1. But that all got more than made good when he buried the three-pointer to put the Cardinals in front.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's hard, offensively right now you can kind of see that, I think we're still trying to figure out, everybody's still trying to figure out their role. And that was just a huge, huge shot there at the end and 32 points and a bunch of rebounds. And he did make a couple of big free throws. And, ultimately that's, when at the end of the game, the ball's going to be in his hands.
So Mason Witt recognized as our Culver's play of the game for that three-point shot. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. The player of the game is presented to you by Quality Toyota. No post-game interview today because we had the game stacked up one after another. And Lauren Byer was our Quality Toyota player of the game for the Alexandria girls basketball win earlier. And I know that you and I talked a little bit off the air. Mason Witt, very deserving of player of the game. I really liked the work that senior Miles Gray did, especially at the end of the game. He had 2 key rebounds in overtime, and I know he ends up with 7 points. He scored the last point of the game on a free throw, and I just thought some of those, unsung hero-type plays for Mason Gray, and I'm glad I won the lobbying pitch here about making Miles Gray our player of the game.
Miles had a great, he had a great game. He had good energy, and we needed some rebounds. We definitely needed some rebounds there in overtime. That was going to be the difference, right? And if they weren't going to make their first shot, we needed to rebound and we needed to clear it out. And he did a great job of that at the end of the game and in overtime. And Miles had a really good game today, and he's key. He's got he's a senior. He's been a part of this group for a long time. So happy to see Miles do such a good job today, and he's a worthy recipient of player of the game.
Very good. And again, the player of the game honor brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. When we have single event broadcasts on the air, then we will do the post-game interviews. So we'll definitely look forward to connecting with some Cardinal basketball players in the future. The girls basketball game, Alexandria stayed undefeated on the year by defeating Monticello 56-39. In my mind, Russ, this might have been the one of the more important victories for Matt Helscher's team at the start of the year, because this is a section rival now. Both of these teams being elevated into Class 4A after being in Class AAA at the state tournament last year. But what did you think about Alexandria's performance earlier in the girls basketball game?
Yeah, I just think they look like they know what they're doing. I mean, they have a plan, and Matt's got them going both. At the defensive end especially, they're very well connected on defense. They know what each person's supposed to do, and I just thought you're right, that's a huge win. And you look at another reason it's a big win is because you look at their schedule. Next week, coming up here, they have Maple Grove and Minnetonka are their next 2 games. Now, those are 2 really good 4A basketball teams. And then you throw in a New Ulm, and then I don't know much about them, but then at the end of winter break, they go to Orono, who's one of the best teams in 3A. So that's a huge win to get to 8-0. And as we mentioned at the first broadcast, when you take over for a legend, you just, it's a matter of just trying to keep it on going, keep it going. And he's done a great job of that.
Yes, and Alexandria under Coach Helscher now 8-0 after that 17-point win. Samantha Vole, the all-time leading scorer in Monticello girls basketball history, netted 23, and she was making it to the free throw line a lot today. She actually missed, I believe, 9 free throws, but she shot 24 and made 15 as part of a 23-point performance. Kate Hennessy with 14 and Lauren Byer with 13, along with McKinley Helscher, 11 points, leading Alexandria in scoring. So a good day for the Cardinal varsity basketball teams, getting wins over Class 4A Section 8 foes. Alexandria's girls basketball team will get back into action on Monday with that makeup game at Maple Grove before getting into the Breakdown Sports USA Granite City Classic. Russ, I believe for the boys basketball team, they're back at the Capital City Classic in St. Paul for a second consecutive year.
Yeah, absolutely. We get De La Salle and Cretin-Derham Hall, so no rest for the weary. And so, you know, I know Talon's getting closer and closer. They're just trying to play that smart. But yeah, it'll be a fun Christmas tournament there for varsity and the JV, and we're looking forward to heading down there. And yeah, to you guys, Merry Christmas, both of you. It's awesome working with both of you guys. What a great day. 4 hours. I'm going to go home, get a little rest for the voice, watch a little football. And yeah, I hope the best to you guys and a healthy and happy New Year.
Very good. Russ, as always, it's tremendous to work with you. I can recall when you were a student at Jefferson High School. I actually had you on as a radio broadcast partner. When you were 18, we were out at Canute Nelson Ballpark.
I had hair back then.
Yes, and I was a lot thinner at that time. You might have been a little bit thinner, too.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
that's okay. Well, you know, as always, great to be a supporter of the Cardinals, and go Cards.
Very good. There is Russ Henricks, my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal basketball coverage. We will have one more game on the air before the Christmas holiday, and that will be Monday night. A new addition to our broadcast schedule, Alexandria versus St. Michael Albertville in boys hockey, live from Old National Bank Arena inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Game time is shortly after 7 on Monday night. We'll plan on taking air at approximately 6:30 with the Juettner Motors Pregame show. Jeff James and videographer J.P. Boleen will be joining me, Dave McClurg, for the coverage. My thanks to all of the boosters who helped to bring you our Alexandria Cardinal sports basketball doubleheader today. We appreciate their assistance. Big thank you back to Tom Chorley, the man at Master Control at KXRA in downtown Alexandria. Again, our varsity basketball finals today. The girls' game, it was Alexandria 56, Monticello 39. And in a boys' basketball matchup, it took overtime for Alexandria to edge Elk River 70-68. Enjoy the remainder of your last weekend before the Christmas holiday. Season's greetings to you and yours. Wings up. Dave McClurg thanking you for tuning in to our basketball coverage on our latent media platforms, including KXRA Alexandria, and also on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Enjoy your Saturday evening.